All right. Hello, everybody. Please let me know if you can hear me, because I've had to mess around a little bit with settings. I want to be sure that everything is operating as it should. Right. I can see YouTube is working now, so that's good. Can you hear me, everyone? Excellent. The delay is absolutely delightful, so I'll try to keep on top of chat as much as I can, but between the delay and me only having one screen, it will be a little bit tricky to see what you're saying as you say it, but I'll do my best. But hello to everyone who's here already. Hello Remco, hello, I assume that is Tom using Marika's account, and to Pingu. I couldn't possibly comment. But I don't actually go to I don't really have one nearby, so I do not know the answer to that question. Hey Franco. Let me just do a quick note in Discord so everyone knows we're here. Yeah, so this isn't going to be a super competent Globbies. The season ended over a week ago, and I've been really fucking flat out. So I have almost no memory of anything that happened, and I'm mostly going to be relying on the data of your votes to remind me. But we do have a basically functional presentation for you. That's going to be nice. So anyway, I'm going to get started, I think. I have no idea how many people we can expect to be here. I appreciate this was quite a last minute arrangement, but such has been the last few days that it was very much on the go whether we would get time for a stream. With that said, let us do the thing. So I should really actually go to the part of the thing that has it. Right, season 25, Gobshite Draft League. We did it. 25 of these things. Jesus, Horatio Christ. We've done a quarter century. But it was a season that happened, and certainly had results and teams in it, and we're going to talk about those because I remember them. Well, screw you, Remco. The Globbies have been the pinnacle of technical and professional competence ever since I took over from Make. I would consider these, ordinarily speaking, the apex of human artistic endeavour. Anyway, let's carry on. So the next thing that happens on every Gobshite, on a Globby's presentation, is a collection of images. So here are those. You like images, don't you? Look at them. Images. They're here. Some of them are relevant. And congratulations to the Cylons. The algorithm has defeated humanity. It was a long, intense cycle, but Hadley's surreal Moneyball finally defeated humanity using cold, hard numbers. Turns out this game, based on code, can be exploited using code. Congratulations to Surreal, who have won the league. This is how it looked. 8 points margin at the top for the winners in the end, and then another big drop from third place to fourth. Only 3 serious title contenders for much of the season, and kind of only one who ever really looks like getting away with it. Everything really turned out as intended this time for Jurgen Klopp and Surreal. Only one loss in the season, but well done to Wolves and to the Tremors for running it reasonably close given the circumstances, and a big oopsie doopsie to everyone else who didn't get anywhere near the thing. At the bottom of the table, Chates, a team of Johnsons, got 2 draws and 9 goals, so they've got that going for them. The Pants, team of failed Wonder Kids, also really shit. And then a whole bunch of people, a whole bunch of mediocre in the middle. And That's how it goes sometimes. Let's go on that into the first award, which is for Team of the Season. And usually this goes to the winner of the league, and this time it went to the winner of the league. Surreal Moneyball turns out were the best team of the season. They were very good. A couple of, I would say, self-serving votes for a couple of stray teams who had absolutely no reason to be involved in this conversation, and a few rebel votes for Wolves for being the best human team and being serious title contenders. So well done to them, but mostly Surreal. Congratulations, you won the league. Here's your prize. Let's go on to Director of Football of the season. This was a hotly contested one this time around. Not a single vote for the winners of the league, which may be a first, I think, in Globby's history. I don't know that anyone has ever won the league and then not had a single vote for DOF of the season. Our winner is going to be Will for being the best human DOF, if you like, this year. Took the Wolves to second place. We got a couple of votes for Bus for winning the cup with the Baddies. Congratulations to him, his first trophy. Robbie also had a pretty good year with the Tremors, got Haaland and didn't completely fuck it up. But shouts out for the likes of Gogar, for Tom, for Nikki and for Stefan. All varying degrees of reasonable shouts, but most of them toward the bottom end of the spectrum on that front. But congratulations to Will, DOF of the season, good job you. Let's go on now to Manager of the season. Again, plenty of arguments on this one. Joe Gomez getting his first nomination of the evening. I assume that'll be the last one as well. Doesn't make any sense because he's a player, but I'm sure it's fine. Adam Lawrence, the manager of the Adams. AFC He-Man were third from bottom, which you might consider an achievement for a team constructed only of people called Adam. Roy Keane getting a shout for New York City, a team of just Irish people who took a whole bunch of scalps in the first half of the season and were in the top half for a whole bunch of time. They dropped off towards the end of the season because they are, again, Ireland. But seriously good work from Roy Keane to take that rabble and make them actually a threat for a great deal of the season. Ralph Rangnick here, who is in charge of, God, I don't know, who was it? Wolves? Yeah, I think it's Wolves. That's the Wolves manager. Received one vote from Ralph Rangnick's biggest fan, so well done to him. Jurgen Klopp at Surreal got a couple of votes for managing the league-winning team. I don't know if he had to reinvent the wheel to do it, but he got some votes for it. But our winner with 33% of the vote, Sergio Gonzalez from the Foxes, who somehow made it to 5th place despite being a Foxes side. So congratulations to him. That is a manager of the season, well deserved. Let's go on now to player of the season. This was not super complicated. Jose Ruben Bernal was involved in just a shitload of goals for Surreal. A late blooming kid with high potential, who's still some way from reaching that potential, but totally dominated this season. He had to sort of make a little bit of room for himself in the side over the course of the season, and has eventually found himself in a team that will play him every week and make good use of him. And boy, did they ever! Superb outing. And a team full of excellent players. JRB was absolutely the excellent player this season, so well done to him. Jamal Musiala got a few votes for his exploits at Wolves. Really integral to their success this season. Very strong show from him. Marcus Thuram, the other Surreal player to get a vote here, scored a bucket load of goals. It was a real constant threat up front. Joe Gomes, always nice to be nominated. And a shout for Marc-Andre ter Stegen. I think perhaps a somewhat ceremonial vote for player of the season. But yes, I can certainly imagine somebody's favourite player of the season. Perhaps best might be a little bit of a stretch, but well done to him. And I will take my own advice and move my camera. I live over here now. Hello. Let's carry on with some Team of the Season nominations. So, that looks like the wrong image. Is that the right thing? Oh, I've definitely fucked that up. That's exciting. Oh well, I guess you've seen the entire team. Yes, I see what's happened now. I've renamed the file several times, and Google has helpfully corrected me by uh, updating the file every time I saved it. Thanks, Google. Really appreciate you helping me out on that one. Anyway, you can see the team, but don't worry about it. Um, Ivan Providel from Manchester, won keeper of the season. Fuck knows what any of these people did. I can't believe it was important. We'll move on. At right back, team of the season, Tino Livramento from the Tremors, got a majority of the votes for reasons that I assume make sense. He seemed like he was good. Um, yeah, I definitely remember his name coming up at least once during the season, so that probably means he was good. Pedro Porro at Barely Athletic, again, probably was good. Kyle Walker and Kenny Tete both getting votes, but it's Livramento who gets his name on the team sheet. Congratulations to him. At centre back, you'll notice we have broken a tie between Nuno Bessa and Natalia Regis for the second slot here. That tie has been broken by mysterious forces, but congratulations to Natalia Regis. But it's Powell who takes the undisputed first slot in this centre back pairing at the Ducks. Well done to him. Variety of other people getting votes. Larry Lucas getting pretty close to getting involved, but the others just happy to pick up a point or two along the way. And then at left back, we have the second Ducks player. It's Kostas Tsimikas, who I assume was good. I don't really recall him being mentioned whatsoever, but I guess people agreed that he was good. Who knows? Teo also got a shout for both the Barely Athletic fullbacks have been pretty heavily involved in the voting here, but neither of them gets into the team. And Jose Gaia also in the running, but it's Tsimikas who takes the majority. Gets away with it. 16 assists or something. Crikey, that's loads. Well done him. Centre midfield, a fascinating one here, where despite being voted player of the season, Bernal got fewer votes for this category than Guillaume Musiala. He does still get into the team of the season, but it is far closer than you would expect. Musiala actually dominated this category overall, but there wasn't really anyone who came super close to getting past Bernal. Luis Alberto was the closest to doing that, but still a few votes off. The likes of Frank Zappa, I would argue, maybe a little bit undervoted in this category. Frank Zappa had an incredible run with Manchester, was basically the main reason he got to fourth place. But Bernal and Musiala, you really can't argue with. Both got votes for player of the season, both making it into our team of the season. That makes sense. On the left wing, this was a miscarriage of justice by several degrees. Kylian Mbappe, not even the most important player at Wolves, somehow beats out Marcus Rashford, who had a ludicrous year for Surreal. Like, all of the Surreal front line was basically insane, and Rashford was a big part of that. But Mbappe takes the votes. Carrasco and Rafael Leao are just happy to be involved. But we do very happily have two Wolves players and two Surreal players in our midfield four, as Geoffrey Weir quite rightly takes the majority of the votes on the right wing. He was superb, really justifying all the hype. It's easy to think he's not there, but as a 192 CA player, he really looked at this year. Votes for the likes of Lionel Messi and Bukayo Saka, and even Randall Colomwani even got involved. But yeah, it was a clear victory for Geoffrey Weir. He definitely deserved it. Well done to him. Up front, there was a little bit of a question over who would be the partner here. Basically, everyone agreed that Marcus Thuram. Yes, everyone who voted in the Globbies who had appreciably watched some of the season in a definable way voted for Thuram, and people I suspect did not watch the season voted for people who weren't Thuram. We have a tie between Victor Boniface and Erling Haaland for the second position here, which I have broken in favour of Boniface, because he's probably going to be involved in this conversation fewer times than Haaland is overall, and I think was better. And because I'm always right, I get to be the winner here. So well done to Skeletor for joining Thuram in our team of the season, and congratulations to the others for even being considered in the circumstances. But here is, as you've been seeing for the last few minutes, the entire team of the season. 3 Surreal players, 3 Wolves players, 2 Ducks, 1 from KCC, Tremors and Manchester. Congratulations to them. Diggle was good, Pingu. Diggle was really good. And if this had been like a 4 or 5 striker team of the season formation, then Diggle would have had a very reasonable place in the conversation to try to scrape into that team. But we are a two-striker formation, so not surprising he didn't make the cut in the end. Right, let's carry on to the Banter Awards. Banter Player Manager. So yes, this is the reformatted version of this category where we you give 3 points to something, 2 points to something else, and 1 point to something else. So this is the totality of all votes for Banter Player Manager. Obviously, a real landmark moment in Globby history happened this season when Marc-Andre ter Stegen simply decided to also stand in goal while his team took a penalty to fuck with Kasper Schmeichel and succeeded in doing so, and nobody called him out on it. A truly incredible moment to win a penalty shootout for his team by flagrantly breaking the law and getting away with it. An easy shoe-in for Banter Player. Congratulations to him. It's truly something we are not likely to ever see again. Astonishing cojones to do that. Ruben Neves gets the second place here for being somehow the Pigs' best goalkeeper this season and one of the best in the entire league. Just staggering stuff. And Declan Rice got involved here as part of an ongoing crisis, whether he was playing at centre-back or defensive midfield. So well done to him. You'll notice also we have a -1 vote for Click to Edit Joblak. This is one submitter who voted specifically against this thing that Tom said he would do, but Tom did not in fact vote for Click to Edit Joblak, so that ends up on -1 votes. But yeah, a bunch of interesting people getting shouts here. Some good fun has been had over the course of the season. But this is an astonishingly straightforward victory for Matt, who pulled off one of the weirdest pieces of bullshit we've ever seen. A real vindication for why the Globby League exists. Because sometimes completely insane things happen, and that's why we love it. Let's carry on now to Banter Team. Plenty of options this season, as often happens in the last season of the cycle. People accept the oncoming reset as a chance to do weird shit. How did the Pythons get Banter Team here? I guess because being, a bit shit and failing in the bet against SMS. Whammer tried to wormhole multiple times and didn't really work. Lots of intrigue going on with the Pythons this season, as they were looking a bit bad. But shouts for various drafting gimmicks, from Shatesa's Johnsons to He-Man's Adams, the Pants for their failed Wonder Kids, Newt for the island shenanigans that happened this season, being surprisingly viable for a while. Tremors for getting involved in the title race and kind of choking it, being a bit weird. Some excitement from the DOF as always. AFC Alphabetico for their alphabet-based drafting shenanigans, the starting in one letter, ending in the other. Good times there. And Go Gomes, always nicely nominated, isn't it? But it's the Pythons who take home Banter Team this season. Congratulations to them. Gimmick of the season, and sort of similarly, there were those drafting gimmicks were represented here in a variety of ways: the alphabet, the Adams, the Johnsons, and so on. Haaland being in a two-striker system was finally tested and retested in this season. Tremors Spurs cosplay of looking good and then Spursing it at the end. Edin Dzeko starting over Olivier Giroud in the All Champions team, somewhat tanking their aspirations of being anything worth a damn. But our victory in this category is for the confirmation that human DOFs are idiots who are completely worthless, given the rampant success of the algorithm team this season, and being routinely humiliated by literally just Ireland. It is extremely questionable at this point what value humans add to the drafting process. Yes, it was a real humbling moment for those of us not made of code. So that's one in the bin for all of us. Congratulations. Let's move on to surprise of the season. Not a lot of competition for this one. Ruben Neves did get a shout for being the 12th best goalkeeper in the league. And a few people were shocked at the rise of the Foxes to fifth place, but it could really only be the jaw dropping to Stegen shenanigans in the cup penalty shootout. Deep into a penalty shootout, and Ter Stegen just decides, nah, mate, fuck this. They'll never send me off. And he just walks in goal and gets in Casper's way and causes an essentially game-winning goal. So incredible stuff from Ter Stegen. And yeah, truly something that nobody could reasonably have seen coming. A surprise in the truest sense of the word. Well done to him. Disappointed of the season, plenty of options here. Gosh, so many options. The Pythons got a shout for being shit. Jamie leaving again. We had a flash in the pan reappearance for Queens of the Quagmire, who are going to take a time off again afterwards. Granite Xhaka for getting so close to a holiday. We've been desperate for seasons and seasons for somebody to trigger just a season-ending suspension, and Xhaka walked right up into the line, just kind of was a yellow cards every game, just tornado of violence from Xhaka, and somehow he just couldn't get it over the line. He went through so many games at the end of the season without getting a yellow card, even in the final game where it didn't matter. What a dickhead. Joe Gomes must try harder. The algorithm winning in a bitter blow for all of humankind. Alphabetico's second half of the season, a surprisingly good start for a team who were built by connecting people's names, and somehow had to get to João Felix in the middle of that. But then, realised what that team was meant to do at the end of the season and were quite bad in the end. Kylian Mbappe, left wing of the season, according to some people, but also disappointed of the season. But our winners are Tiki Taka Toa, a much hyped team at the start of the season. A lot of their cycle-long plans has brought them to this point, gathering some of the most promising kids in the world, including Julio Cesar, the golden boy himself, and getting into a truly stunning CA jump. And yet, still, somehow, it's the fourth season of the cycle, and TTT did TTT things. Really disappointing blow to almost everyone doing the predictions game. Tiki Taka Toa just pretty mediocre this season. So well done to them, I guess, for winning disappointment of the season. Rivalry of the season, plenty of options this time. Sometimes this is a difficult category to find answers for, but there were some good ones this season. Salah versus Rodri, not one of them as far as I'm aware. I've got no idea what that's about. Presumably it means something to somebody. Mats versus Schmeichel, I reckon there were other categories this was more appropriate for, but it's nice to mention it. The Python's Wormholes fucking over gimmick teams gets a shout. A couple of times that happened and erased a couple of games from the timeline. Joe Gomes, I guess, against Joe Gomes or forces that are not Joe Gomes, hard to say. Granite Xhaka versus travel agents. He's desperately trying to sell this man a holiday and he just would not let it happen. It was a source of ongoing tension for much of the season. Surreal versus everyone. That's sort of how the league works, but okay. Alphabetico versus Mike's mental health, getting a shout here. Hard to imagine somebody basing their mental health on the performance of a team that was drafted in an explicitly ludicrous way. But somebody did that. I won't name names, and it was a mistake to do so, and they were punished as a result. But our winner here, SMS versus the Pythons, the source of an ongoing bet established partway through the season as to whether SMS, with a ridiculous team, cursed by both being SMS and having Karim Benzema, surely they would finish below the Pythons, a good team built competently, and somehow the Pythons conspired to fuck it. So that was an exciting ongoing concern, and it will take rivalry of the season. Well done to them. That brings us just to our special mentions for season 25. Lots of people shouting at Mats they just could not let go of this ridiculous moment. It's going to stick in our minds for a long time. Here's your shout for Click to Edit Oblak that did not make it to Banter Player. So Whammer has unsuccessfully been able tried to cancel out disappearing in the Globbies. Thank you for the love for the admins. Thank you for people who've helped out with that over the course of the season. Gyogar having 3 keepers in one game, that was a thing that did happen. I think it was Neves and Big Big, or no, Big Big didn't play for him this season. Anyway, 2 players in one game played, 2 outfield players in one game ended up playing goalkeeper for the Pigs. That was exciting. And yeah, those 2 at the end. Time has gone on and on and on, and we're still here. It's still good fun. Thank you to everyone who's been taking part over, whether it's been since the very beginning or if you've joined us in the last year or less. It's through people engaging with the league, having fun with the draft, and tuning into the streams that this is fun and continues to be a source of satisfaction and excitement for all of us. So thanks for keeping on participating, and we're so far past the point where if we could stop this even if we wanted to. It's gonna continue, so we might as well enjoy it. Yeah, please keep on piping up with ideas for what we can do to keep it fresh and exciting, and for your continued enthusiasm as we go into a new cycle of drafting. Only one more thing for me to bring up while we're still here, which is of course where we're going to be playing season 26 in. We're leaving the Gobshite official home of Montserrat to do another three season tour of the globe, and perhaps we'll get some exciting weekends from these countries and new kids coming through. So I hope you're excited for the next potential dominator of international football. Maybe we'll get a Kenyan-style dynasty as we travel to the Gambia. We're going back to Africa for the first time in a number of seasons. I literally couldn't tell you what the number is, but it's at least 2. Yeah, it's a worm-shaped country, so perhaps that'll be interesting. The Gambia, nice flag, weird country with maps, should be a good time. Until then, that's been my Globby's presentation. We will be doing wheels whenever Whammer gets the chance to do wheels to determine draft order, and then things will kick off. We're going to have some returning drafters coming back for season 26, which is really exciting. So it's going to shake up our format a little bit. Could be good to see, and should be super competitive as we all scramble to lock down those important players for the whole cycle. So thank you for joining me. Appreciate it's been a bit of a whirlwind tour this time around, but I've got shit to do. So I'm going to end it there, and in the meantime, go away.